So today's objective is to show you the historical part of Marietta. Yeah, I know we like to show you the luxury, the high end, all the nice things, but Marietta is full of rich history as well. So for those of you who love certain time periods and you love to bring things back to life, but also keeping that traditional feel, this home is going to be perfect for you. Stay tuned. Hey y'all, okay, it is time for another wonderful episode of Homework with TesHarra, and today I have something really amazing for those of you who love beautiful historic homes, right? The charm of the homes is just amazing. This one here in Marietta, Georgia simply does not disappoint. I'm excited to show you the character of the home, built in 1996. We're looking at about 3,360 in square footage, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. Beautiful, beautiful home, okay? So let's take a look at the first area. As soon as you come in the door, right, we have this open space. Now, what I have noticed about this home being built in 1996 is that all the rooms are not clearly defined. I feel like in that time period, there were spaces and you may use it as an office, you may use it as a sitting room. Remember, we had sitting rooms back in the day. They don't really do that now. That room would be an office. So I do appreciate the character and charm of the rooms, and like the, chair molding, the trim, things like that. You don't always find that in your homes that are newly built. So there's a lot of character here. Even the pillars here are really, really beautiful, and I love how they outline the entryway. So just take it all in and think about what things you would do to keep this home the same. So I love it, okay? So this particular room, though, I would say would be the dining room, okay? So it definitely needs a coat of paint, but we don't want to do anything modern in a home like this, right? For those of you who've ever taken like antique furniture and you kind of restored it and brought it back to life, that's what I feel like this home deserves, okay? There's a rich history too that I'm going to tell you about this home later on in the video, so stay tuned. Really, really cool. But that's what I would simply do in this space. The windows look great. You have good bones. All you have to do is update the floors and a fresh coat of paint, and that's it. But I would definitely have this as the dining room. And you're going to see a lot of fireplaces in this home too, because like in new construction homes, you typically see a fireplace in the living room. Here, it's very common that they could be in the bedroom or wherever, okay? All right, let's go to the other side. And what do you see? Another fireplace, right? So the walls are like a very faint baby blue, and forgive the light, there's no lighting in this room, so this is something that you would experience if you wanted to add lighting. I certainly wouldn't do any recessed lighting or track lighting, but something that is reminiscent of this period when houses were being built, okay? So that's what I would do here. I love the carpet though. One thing I can say, this carpet and in another room I'm going to show you is very good quality. Very, very good quality. They did not skimp on it. It's just probably the wrong color for someone who's purchasing this house in 2026, okay? But love this space. I would call this maybe a sitting room back in that period. So really nice. I would just paint floors, leave this room as is, okay? All right, so let's continue. We have really nice hardwood floors. So wood and hardwood floors, you're gonna see a lot of those elements throughout this home. You see the railing here. All of this is good quality stuff, okay? So also, let me take a minute to say, for those of you who would purchase this home and say, I want the seller to replace or update, this home is being sold as is. It is an estate sale. So they're selling it with the systems, the HVAC system, all of that, you're taking that on. So you really have to come in here with the mindset that I love this period of time and I simply want to just restore the property and bring it back to life. So, but really nice quality material. And you really don't see that a lot in, like I say, new construction homes now. So we have the wallpaper here that I know a lot of you all wouldn't like, you would get rid of it. But as we have said in other videos, wallpaper is coming back. Not this one, this was a little bit dated and probably taste specific, but I don't see why you wouldn't bring in like a nice silver or something that's again in that time period that fits the aesthetics of the home. But it's okay to have wallpaper. Just make sure it's nothing too jarring. And this house has a lot of what you would consider maybe not so good wallpaper, okay? Also, this home is it's a ranch on a basement. So we do have a basement that I love to show you, and that's very popular now, is to have the ranch, so you don't have to go up and downstairs necessarily, and then the basement, okay? So we'll talk about that. I think, let's do this one first. I want to show you this huge, massive space, and then we'll go to the kitchen area, okay? Look at all of this. The square footage in this home is huge. So I love, love, love this living room space. It's almost so big, you probably have a difficult time deciding where to put furniture, but I'm sure they had massive, antique, beautiful furniture. I know you all are already thinking about how you would design this space, and let me know what floors you would do. Go to the comment section and tell me what type of floors would you put in this massive living room space. Like I said, it's really huge. I love the fireplace. This green around the tile, it's definitely dated. It screams 90s, right? So you could definitely replace that maybe with an onyx or something like that, or some brickwork, flagstone maybe. But again, we don't want to go into modern. We just want to make it fresh and still looking like it was in 1990, but a fresher look. I would say a facelift is what I would give this home, because it's just so much character. You just don't want to tear this down and start over for sure, okay? Even the bookshelves are really nice. I would leave those as is. You really are looking at paint and floors when you're looking at a house like this, okay? So can't wait to see what suggestions you guys have for this space, and then the front, just kind of making it what you would like for it to be. All right, so are you all ready for the kitchen, okay? All right, I don't know if I would have chosen this shade of pink, but here we are, okay? So let me tell you what I really, really love about this kitchen. Okay, so not a fan of the color, but when I walked in here, I thought that this was really well designed. I love the L shape here. You have tons of counter space. I would not come in here and do granite. I would not come in here and do a farm sink, you know, or anything like that. Some of those trendy things that are happening right now, again, you want to study the time period and restore the home, okay? So let's have a quick pop quiz, because I keep saying what I think you should do to this home and just making sure you don't make it modern or take it out of its time period. Go to the comment section and answer this question. Okay, pop quiz time. What is the difference between restoration and renovation? Okay, what is the difference between restoration and renovation? Okay, I feel like this home needs to be restored. So I want to see what you think, because we have gone into some homes and we have said, gut it, get the value. But I feel like you're going to get value in this home just simply by restoring it. But sometimes if you gut it, you know, that'll bring value as well. But we definitely would change the color of the kitchen. And the popular color for new construction is what? We've said it so many times on Homework with TesHarra, agreeable gray, right? I don't think that will work for this time period. I would do maybe like a different shade of white. You know, it's like 100 shades of white, right? But I would do something reminiscent of that. I actually love the cabinets. They are not soft close, right? Because that was not a thing. And I don't even know if that's something you would put in a home like this, that you're trying to focus on the historical feel of it. But I love how long the cabinets are, and they're in good condition, okay? So maybe replacing, you know, the backsplash or something like that. Appliances, of course. Now you can update the appliances, and that wouldn't necessarily change the characteristics of the home, because you have to live there, right? You're definitely going to want updated appliances, but I feel like there's so much charm that can be maintained in this property. Okay, there's so much more. We need to go and see the bedrooms, okay? And of course, what do they have in the bedrooms? Fireplaces, that's right. Fireplaces everywhere in this property, okay? So let's go over to the other side and let me show you what they have. So this is the primary suite that's on the first floor. And let me tell you, this is some of the softest carpet. You all know I'm a carpet girl. I love a good quality carpet, especially in bedrooms. This one is really nice. And you can tell it was well installed. You ever walk through like an older home and you hear the floors like creaking or whatever? None of that in this home. So you can tell that it has a very strong foundation. So I just love that. Now, if you look around me, what do you see? Wallpaper. right? And I'm sure you hate this. They've already started to strip down some of the wallpaper so you can paint and just bring this room up to life. But I mean, back to life. But I would definitely like maybe paint that a different color, like a wood color, and then the white walls or something like that. I would honestly keep this carpet. It is not dirty. It's not, and it doesn't look like they just put it in. I think they just took care of it. Okay. And again, I know early 2000s, late 90s, just better quality products. Every time I see a home around that time period, the floors are solid, the windows, I mean, it's just different than what you see with new construction today, or some builders. Not all builders are created equal, but there are some that just don't give that quality when they're building certain homes. But love the high ceilings. Everything looks nice. And there's no popcorn ceiling. You know, they have the nice flat space. So that's really good, because that is really expensive. Popcorn ceiling and that little paint technique that some people hate, that's really expensive to remove and redo. This home doesn't have that. The most you need to do is make sure you get rid of this wallpaper and then replace your light fixture. Definitely keep the carpet. I love it. And the fireplace is just charming. Even the details. I mean, this is just, you cannot duplicate this unless it's custom and you just want to have it designed. But this is good quality stuff. So I love this. I would keep all this the same. I wouldn't put, you know, a rectangle shape hearth up here or anything like that. I would keep it just like that. I love the little knick-knack shelves or books or whatever you want to put here being in the bedroom. Okay. So great space. Now I'm going to show you the ensuite. And I really like it because it's so spacious, but they did carry the wallpaper over into the bathroom. So let me show you. Okay. Okay, so minus the wallpaper, I really do love the space. It's so spacious. You still have the 2 sinks. There is a closet. I love having a closet in the bathroom. I know some people don't like that. They'd rather have it in the bedroom. But to me, you get dressed, you know, all of it works together. I like the convenience of that. Now, this bathroom does have the gold features, but it's not the good gold. You know, there is gold in multi-million-dollar properties right now. So gold is coming back, but it's more of a muted gold than this high shine gold. This is kind of outdated. So I would redo this and just maybe go with like a nickel or something. I wouldn't do gold again because I don't feel like it would fit the time period. Really large soaking tub. Love, love, love the layout and design of this bathroom. Okay, everyone, it's time for my favorite segment, and that is progress report. So this is a time where you get to go to the comments and tell me how I am doing. Do you agree with me that this property simply needs to be restored and not renovated? And hopefully by now you know the difference. Let me know what you think so far about this video. And we still have to show you the fully finished basement. I did want to take some time to talk about the historical background of this property. This property was actually built in 1996 by the great-great-grandson of the first mayor of Marietta. So look up who was the first mayor of Marietta. You can put that in the comment section as well. So his great-great-grandson built this property, and it's a family property. So it is an estate sale, okay? It is an estate sale that's being sold as is. Also, maybe put in the comment section what an estate sale is, and I'll be in there, guys, replying and give you the answers to these. But do you know what an estate sale is? Okay, put that in the comment section as well. But again, let me know what you think. Also take some time to like, share, and subscribe to this channel because we have a lot of creative videos coming out and I don't want you to miss not one. So make sure you subscribe and follow us on this exciting journey of touring beautiful homes. All right, so I am on the upper level. Remember now, this is categorized as a ranch on a basement, but there is a loft area where there are 2 bedrooms with the shared bathroom. And what do we call that? What do you call 2 bedrooms that share 1 bathroom? Good job, everyone. It is called the Jack and Jill, right? They call that Jack and Jill. I know some of y'all hate those, but this one is pretty well designed, okay? Now, yes, the carpet is pink. I don't even know where they found pink. I feel like back then there had to be a custom order. Okay, like I don't think I've ever seen pink carpet and then they went and found the same pink color and they painted the walls pink as well. So pink on pink, skipping Pink Panther. Y'all remember Pink Panther? I'm probably showing my age right there, but that's what it's giving. Okay, maybe a fan of some sort, but definitely needs an overhaul. We get rid of the floors. Now, I don't want you to get rid of that carpet on the first floor because it's like an off-white. It's really pretty, clean. This has to go, right? Pink is just too specific. So I would redo this carpet, paint, that's it, okay? Great space. The bathroom is super cute. This is a great little area maybe for kids to play or hang out or what have you. So love the upper level actually. Okay, so now we are here in the basement and I just love this space. So there's not a ton of space, but it's enough space to add you like a workspace, or if you wanted to put an office down here, I feel like there's definitely more than enough space here. And right through this door, we have a massive workspace / garage for storage, and there's a treat down there for you as well. So make sure you stay tuned to see my house highlights because you will not believe it. It's going to be amazing. Okay, it is time for our house highlight segment. Okay, I am so excited. I would venture out to say that I'm about to show you all something that you don't experience every day. Okay, so we're talking about historic Marietta. We're in a historical home built in 1996 by historical greats in the city. Again, remember the great grandson of the first mayor of Marietta built this home. So that's just rich in history within itself. And after walking through this home, you all, the bones are great. It's a great property. So I love that. But let me tell you, as we're touring the house and walking through the house, look at what we found, okay? This, I know what you all are thinking, well, that's not a part of the house. That's not going to stay with the house. But these classic vehicles just took us back to an amazing time period. And the fact that they have them parked here just added to the experience that we have had today. You all, now listen, I'm not a car enthusiast, but I know that I have a lot of you all who are watching. I want you in the comment section to tell me what is the make and model and year of these two vehicles, okay? Because I'm gonna go do the research myself and find out. But if you already know, tell me, say, oh, I recognize that vehicle or the other. There are two classic vehicles in this garage that, of course, if you were to purchase this home, I'm sure the families would remove the vehicles. But how awesome is it that we got a chance to experience something so classic? And this is not AI, this is real life happening to us. Gorgeous vehicles. I wish you all could see them in person. They're really, really beautiful, okay? So don't forget to let me know the make, model, and year of these two beautiful vehicles. And they're definitely my house highlight. I truly hope that you have enjoyed the historical part of Marietta, okay? And I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you that I want to be your trusted realtor for all things real estate in Metro Atlanta. If you want to reach out to me, check the description box. And if you want a free Zoom session with me to discuss maybe other areas in Metro Atlanta or whatever your real estate needs are, there's a link to click there to set up a time on my calendar, okay? This concludes another great episode of Homework with TesHarra. I hope to see you here next Thursday. And until then, class is dismissed. Bye.